2 Samuel chapter 5. Then all the tribes of Israel came to David at Hebron and said to him, "Indeed, we are your bone and your flesh. In time past, when Saul was king over us, you were the one who led Israel out and brought them in, and the Lord said to you, 'You shall shepherd my people Israel and be ruler over Israel.' Therefore all the elders of Israel came to the king of Hebron, to the king at Hebron. And at Hebron King David made a covenant with them before the Lord, and they anointed David king over all Israel. David was 30 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 40 years. For 7 years and 6 months he reigned over Judah, while in Hebron and in Jerusalem he reigned 33 years over all Israel and Judah. And David and his men marched toward Jerusalem to the Jebusites, the inhabitants of the land, to those who said to David, 'You shall not be welcomed here, for the blind and the lame will resist you, saying, David, do not enter here.' Nevertheless, David took the stronghold of Zion, the city of David. Now David said on that day, 'Everyone who attacks the Jebusites, let him strike with the dagger both the lame and the blind and those who hate the life of David.' Therefore they say, 'The blind and the lame shall not come into the house of the Lord.' Then David dwelt in the stronghold, and it was called the city of David. And he built the city itself round about the citadel, and he built his own house. David continued forward in this manner and was held in high regard, for the Lord Almighty was with him. Then Hiram, king of Tyre, sent messengers to David, and cedar wood, and carpenters, and stonemasons. They built a house for David. So David knew the Lord had prepared him as king over Israel, and his kingdom was exalted for the sake of his people Israel. And after arriving from Hebron, David took more wives and concubines from Jerusalem. And David had more sons and daughters. Now the names of those who were born to him in Jerusalem were Shammua, Shobab, Nathan, Solomon, Ibihar, Elishua, Nepheg, Japhia, Elishama, Eliada, and Eliphelet. Shemiah, Jezebeth, Nathan, Galamahan, Jebahar, Thesis, Elphalat, Nagid, Janathah, Lisamus, Balamath, and Eliphaleth. The Philistines heard that David had been anointed king over Israel. In response, the Philistines went up to seek David. When David heard of it, he went down to the stronghold. And the Philistines came and assembled in the valley of Titan. And David inquired of the Lord, saying, "Shall I go up against the Philistines? Will you deliver them into my hands?" And the Lord said to David, "Go up, for I will surely deliver the Philistines into your hands." So David came from the upper breaches of water, and there David struck the Philistines. And David said, "Before me the Lord broke through the line of my enemies, the Philistines, like water that breaches a barrier." Therefore he called the name of that place Over Breaches. The Philistines left their gods there, and David and his men took them. Then the Philistines went up yet again and deployed themselves in the valley of Titans. Therefore David asked of the Lord, and the Lord said, "You shall not go up to meet them. Turn away from them and pass by them unnoticed near the place of weeping. And when you hear the sound of marching in the grove of the place of weeping, then you shall go down to them. For then the Lord will go out before you to strike the camp of the Philistines." And David did as the Lord commanded him, and he struck down the Philistines from Gibeon as far as the land of Gezer.